Hey, Troopers Alumni Baritones. Today we're going to talk about ascending long tones, ascending intervals, something like that. In the book, we have two exercises, one that starts on concert F, one that starts on concert B flat. I think that would be a G and a C on the G baritones. Your guess is as good as mine. Pretty simple exercises, but they do kind of work on some good fundamentals. So as usual, we want to make sure we're standing well. Everything is in alignment. Nothing is too far forward, too far back. The back is nice and flat. Core is engaged a little bit. It's good to practice this stuff relaxed, like I'm going to play in this video, but it's also good to practice this stuff with full playing posture like we're going to do when we perform with the Alumni Corps. So get a little mix of both so you know what it feels like. It's nice to play like this all the time, but it's very different than playing at a good visual posture. So make sure you do both. It's a really simple exercise. We have a half note, and then a dotted half note. Just all slurred together. And only articulation is at the very front of each little exercise. And of course, the first thing we want to do is we want to set. We want to have everything ready to go. The mouthpiece is on the face. And then you breathe, and then you play. And we do all this in time with metronome. I'm using 100 BPM for this exercise. Who knows what we're going to do it at in real life? Here we go. Ending the exercise there. So a couple things. We have a 1 beat rest before each exercise. What we want to do is play that dotted half note. Ba-da, 1, 2, 3. Get all the way to count 4 with the playing. And then for that entire quarter rest, we breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And we play the next exercise. So we have this nice little spot in order to get to our release all the way on count 4, then breathe for an entire count so we get a nice full breath, and then we play for another 7 counts. I didn't move my valves quite fast enough on a couple of them. The one from, you can hear that little bit of noise, ba ha ha, instead of, you want the valves to feel like, a bit like you're a robot. Either the valve is up or the valve is down. There's never an intermediate point, almost like binary, where it's a 1 or it's a 0. There's no 0.5 in binary. Valve is up, the valve is down. Same kind of concept here. The next exercise is the same thing, up a fourth, a little bit more difficult this time. Here we go. Let's give it a shot. Notice I'm going to set, breathe, and play, all in that order every time. So these are a little bit higher ascending intervals. Get into the sixth partial just a tiny bit. I'm watching a metronome and the tuner the entire time I'm doing this, so I can make sure that I'm not only just playing notes, but I'm playing them in tune the entirety of the note. This exercise works on our intervals, of course, so we can tune things, but it's also a long tone exercise where we play a note for a specific length of time and we try and keep that note the same the entire time. We kind of want this to be bricks of sound. We've got B flat right here, it's a nice brick, and then we have B natural right here, it's its own brick, and those bricks touch, and then B flat again, and that brick touches the B natural brick. These bricks are just total squares. There's nothing shaped about them. We're just making a full length of B flat, and then a full length of B, and then a full length of B flat. We don't want there to be any of like things in between. There's no weird dynamics happening. There's no sound changing. We just want pure tone for those 3 bricks. And for any of these notes that we're talking about. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea, guys and gals, an idea of how to play this exercise. And be sure to hit up the staff for any questions. See you guys.